Coming up on Hashtag That.
Students react to the death of a transgendered woman.
And Ben & Jerry's was on everyone's minds.
Plus, a big-time celebrity reaches out to a college student.
All that and more coming up on Hashtag That.
Welcome to Hashtag That. I'm Steph Morelle.
And I'm Krislen Freed. Let's get started.
In breaking news, a 22-year-old Keisha Jenkins was killed by 5 men in Philadelphia. She was attacked after leaving a vehicle yesterday at 2:20 a.m. She fell to the ground and was then shot twice by one of the men. The men fled the scene of the crime and their whereabouts are unknown. Wherever the crime was, we don't know if it was a hate crime, but we do know police are investigating. Possible surveillance tapes are being investigated, and the search is still on for the identity of the driver who dropped Keisha off. What we do know is that Keisha is open about being a transgendered woman. She is one of at least 19 transgender women who have been killed this year. People have shown their support on social media through the hashtag #SayHerName. This has helped awareness through her death and has started all over Facebook and Twitter. Thoughts and prayers go out to the Jenkins family and friends. Our very own Alexa Farrell went to see people's reactions about Keisha's death. Here's what she found.
I think what happened was really sad, and I think this should be one of many examples that people in this world, in and out of the Quinnipiac community, need to be more tolerant of people's life decisions and how they want to be portrayed as in different communities.
I think that everyone has the choice to identify with whatever they want. So if you want to identify as a different race or gender, you have that right. And people being persecuted for that, it doesn't really show what America stands for, because we are the home of the free. So you have the freedom to be whoever you want to be. And when people are not trying to respect that, and this is what causes riots along with these acts of violence. If people just understand what America actually stands for, then things like this will not happen, because everyone has their own right to do what they want. We are all created equal, and not just in God's eyes, but in our Constitution it says we are all created equal. So we all have the same right to identify with what we want.
This morning, it hurts because we feel like we live in a society where we can be who we want, but then at the same time, it's things are still in the way that they were hundreds of years ago. People still have that. Some people really still have that mentality, and I feel like we just have to, as a whole, we have to just educate our young now. Now it's up to us to educate the younger generations into believing that.
4, 3.
There's nothing wrong in being different.
Lately, Joey Mulaney has been a hot topic around campus.
Alexa sat down with Joey to talk about his condition, Friedreich's ataxia, and the upcoming fundraiser. Let's send it over to Alexa.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Joey Mulaney. He's a junior here at Quinnipiac University, and he's studying political science. But he has more to tell than just that. So, Joey, can you tell us about an event that's coming up on campus?
So this Sunday, we have the first ever Ride Ataxia coming here. That's a bike ride, a 10-mile bike ride for my disease. My disease is called Friedreich's ataxia, but to shorten it, you can just call it FA. So what it is, FA is very rare. It's a neuromuscular disease that affects your speech, your balance, your hand-eye coordination, all of that. And it's progressive at the same time. So the goal with these events is to raise money for research and to find a cure, because right now there is none.
And what are you looking forward to most for Sunday?
Mainly the support, because going through this rare disease, you often think you're the only one going through it, but you're really not. You have a lot of friends, a lot of family that just have your back and want to be there for you. So I'm hoping it's a large turnout, so we can see a lot of people show up.
Now, are you the only one that you know with FA?
No. My older sister, Kayla, who also has FA, she's 26. I know a few other people, but like I said, it's rare, so you don't meet a ton of people. So right now, with like what our jobs are pretty much, are to just raise awareness and make more people familiar with what FA is, just to one day hopefully find a cure.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What do you do in your daily life to help?
What I do, I mean, I try to do what everyone else does, just eat right, eat nutritious foods. But mainly a big thing I do is work out. So I mean, my muscles deteriorate much faster than anyone else's. So instead of letting that happen, when you work out, like FA people have to maintain the strength they have, and once they maintain it, they can also like build off that. So my goal is pretty much to maintain what body functions I have, and ideally I would love to strengthen them, but I know that's a lot of work.
And do you have an Instagram or a Facebook that you want to talk about?
I do. So this summer, I decided to make an Instagram and Facebook account called Fight FA. It's mainly for people with FA and people with disabilities to see what workouts we do. And hopefully they can do them as well. They help me a ton, so there's no reason not to do them for them.
Awesome. Well, great. Well, we'll see you on Sunday.
All right,
I
thank
am
you.
as excited as I'm sure you are.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Joey. Back to you guys at the desk.
We're here with Kelly Ledwith, the Vice President of the Student Programming Board.
S2B is running the fundraiser, Ride Ataxia.
So Kelly, what can we expect from this ride?
Well, it's going to be this Sunday, October 11th. A bike ride starts at 10 a.m. We're going to meet on the quad. And then afterwards, we're going to have a reception lunch. So basically just like come out, have a good day.
Sounds fun. Now, where will the bikers be riding?
It's going to start here on the main campus, start at the quad, and then it's going to go up 5 miles up into Cheshire, like along the trail. And then there's going to be a water station. They turn around 5 miles back. So it's a 10-mile ride. It should take about an hour. It starts at 10 a.m. You can register online. It's $35. And you get a T-shirt, you get lunch. It's great.
So you mentioned there's something going on after the ride. What will be actually happening?
There's going to be a lunch. It's you can get a T-shirt for $10, which includes the lunch, or you can just get a bracelet for the lunch, which is $5. It should be a pasta lunch. And there's just going to be like games, music. We have a DJ from WQAQ. We have a waffle truck coming, so I think those are going to be like $3. So we have a lot going on.
And where did you say I can sign up?
Online, if you go to the Facebook page, there should be a link directly to the fair website.
Oh wow, that's awesome! I can't wait.
Yeah.
Sounds great. I heard the ride is really scenic too. So
Yeah, it's going to be really pretty.
very pretty.
Yeah.
And with the food, is it going to be like tickets or like cue cards? Like
You get a bracelet, so
Okay.
it's
Oh,
just
that's
kind of like you go
awesome.
up, you just pay for the food, you get your bracelet, eat whatever you want. It's gonna be great.
And if I don't have a bike, can I rent a bike?
We're gonna have just a couple bikes available, so it's like recommended you bring a bike since we only have 3 or 4 that are gonna be there in case someone's bike breaks. There might be a bike mechanic there actually, so that'd be
Ooh.
good. That's
Oh,
gonna
wow.
be real
Fancy.
convenient. Yeah.
I wish we had a GoPro. That'd be awesome to
Yeah,
film,
I know.
right?
We're trying to find one.
Yeah.
How much is it to rent a bike? If you're out there?
We're gonna have like 3 or 4 for free. That if someone
Oh.
like doesn't have a bike, really wants to ride, we have that. Bring a water bottle, bring a helmet. Helmets are required.
Helmets are required.
Yeah,
So
helmets
that's
are
good to
required.
know.
Just can't ride without a helmet.
Will they provide helmets at all?
We don't have helmets. We're assuming if you have a bike, you own a helmet, but
It doesn't always go that way.
we have
Yeah,
till
I
Sunday.
get it. Sounds awesome. Looking forward to it for sure.
Yeah, me too.
So who's running it directly?
Student Programming Board is the main sponsor. We have a couple other groups. WQAQ is bringing a DJ. We have a couple other companies that have donated, so it's just kind of a collaborative effort at this point.
Wow, that's awesome.
It's really awesome. How much has it taken to like just run this? Like, I'm sure you guys are wicked busy.
It's been a couple weeks of planning. Just when we saw it was needed someone to take over the event,
That's awesome.
we stepped up. So
Yeah, well, thanks for joining us.
no
Yeah,
problem.
thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
So, have you seen the new Chobani yoga bar?
Oh my god, I love the Chobani yogurt bar. There's so many healthy options now. I love the idea of it.
Yeah, well, Kara actually told us more about it, so let's see what she has to say.
Did you hear about the new hit in the CAF, the Chobani Creation Bar?
Yeah, it's my favorite. It's a great healthy alternative for breakfast and for a snack.
Everyone's raving about it. So, how do you like the new Chobani Bar in the CAF?
I love it.
I really like it. I think it's super cool that they give us more healthy options.
It's amazing. Probably the best thing ever put in here.
I get it every day, so.
When do you usually eat the Chobani? Do you have it as breakfast or as like a snack midday?
Breakfast right after my first class.
Usually for a snack when I need to get something quick.
Usually it's a snack before class.
And it's actually my first time getting it.
What's your favorite topping when you go to the Chobani Bar?
My favorite topping, I'd probably say blueberries.
I really like the chocolate chips.
Just plain.
Fresh fruit when they have it.
I like granola and yogurt, so I'm hoping I like it this time.
Do you prefer the Chobani Bar over the regular yogurt bar?
I do.
Oh, I think it's
So
definitely
much
much
more,
better.
so many
idea.
more options.
Totally.
Of course. Without a doubt.
the best?
Chobani's the best. Yeah, I would agree.
It seems the Chobani Bar in the CAF is a big hit.
Yeah, I guess we'll all have to try it. So, what's your favorite flavor?
It's already October, and people are so excited for fall festivities.
And one American is causing a lot of buzz for his heroic deed in Oregon. Alex has more.
Thanks, guys. After the tragic shooting at Umpqua Community College last week, Chris Mintz became a national hero with his own trending hashtag. People all over the world were tweeting about the U.S. Army veteran who took 7 bullets to save his classmates during the mass shooting. When the gunman tried to get into a classroom, Mintz blocked the door, telling the gunman that he would not let him through, and that it was his 6-year-old son's birthday that day. Mintz survived the shooting and a surgery shortly after. However, he broke both his legs and will need to learn how to walk again, according to his family members. Since the story broke, people have started to raise money for Mintz and are petitioning for him to receive the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Hashtag Chasing Life was trending last week when ABC Family canceled the cancer-themed show after 2 seasons. The drama had been suffering in ratings during its 2nd season. This summer, it averaged about 1.2 million total viewers, which was down significantly from its 1st season. Executive producer Patrick Sean Smith had been tweeting with the hashtag #RenewChasingLife to try to bring social media attention to the series and was retweeting fan petitions. However, the buzz about the show was not enough to get a 3rd season. People on Twitter were using the hashtag as soon as the leaves fall this past weekend, posting their fall goals, like buying pumpkin spice everything or going apple picking. Some accounts also posted pictures of fall foliage, which made me very excited for the leaves to change. As soon as the leaves fall, I know that I'm wearing sweaters and drinking pumpkin spice lattes. Now back to you guys.
How basic can a girl actually get?
I feel like fall is a prime time for every girl to be basic, especially when there's pumpkin everything nowadays. Lara has more.
Hi, I'm Lara Levenberg, and we're here at Stop and Shop in Hamden, and we're gonna go show you things of pumpkin. Pumpkin cake roll. Seasonal favorites of Little Bite, pumpkin muffins. My favorite, pumpkin donut hole. Dunkin' Donuts chocolate. Pumpkin spice bread, pumpkin spice in a bun. Pumpkin spice flavored cream, Chobani Greek yogurt, and this is pumpkin spice blended. The limited edition pumpkin spice English muffins. We had their flip, which is pie crust pieces and pumpkin cheese. Pumpkin spice latte. Pumpkin spice almond jello, that's gross. Frosting over here, Pop-Tarts. They even had chips, tortilla chips, the syrup. They even have liquid soap. The original pumpkin pie. Who knew that there's gonna be this many pumpkin things available here at the grocery store? I'm Lara Levenberg, back to you guys.
Coming up on Hashtag That, a shark from the reality show Shark Tank paid a visit to QU.
And we'll tell you more about what the hockey team has to offer.
We are your source for entertainment news.
Welcome back. Last night, Damon Johnson from Shark Tank spoke to a full house here at Quinnipiac. He gave students advice on what it takes to be an entrepreneur. He's the founder, CEO, and president of FUBU. He inspired everyone by his own personal success story.
Wow, yeah, I heard he was actually really cool. He even took selfies with some of the kids. I love that.
It's really amazing to hear from someone who started really from nothing and he's so successful now.
Yeah, right? It's always great to support a good cause. A fraternity here at QU recently held an interesting philanthropy event. Tori has more.
Last Thursday, Pi Kappa Phi hosted their annual Electric Ability Carnival at the Oakdale Theater. EAC was a little overrated and could have been better. Students were talking about it all week, but it didn't live up to the hype. The music was mediocre and the DJs were nothing special. Some students were commenting that it was better than Toads, but I think the environment at Toads was a little more lively. In the end, though, I was happy I went because EAC is for a great cause and I was glad to contribute. If you're looking for something to do around campus, here are my top 2 picks. Bobcat Madness is this Friday at 7 p.m. in the TD Bank Sports Center. Come out and enjoy performances by Quinnipiac's talented dance groups and our men's and women's basketball teams as they get hyped for the season. Also, sign-ups for the Resident Hall Council Breast Cancer Walk will be starting on October 12th. The walk is on October 18th, and t-shirts will be sold to raise money towards the cause. Now back to you guys. We are your source for entertainment news.
So many events have been happening this past week, it's hard to keep up with. Different organizations came together to put on Inclusion Week, also known as Diversity Week.
Another popular event around campus was BJ's and PJ's.
Last week, Quinnipiac University held several events as part of their Inclusion Week, This Is Me campaign, hosted by Residential Life. Students received free t-shirts and were encouraged to write words that describe their identities on the front. On the first night, comedian Sam Killerman came to talk about gender equality. His goal was to get students to think about gender expression. Another main event included Circle of Perspectives. Students introduced their identities to one another and were encouraged to get involved with events on campus. How do you think this year's Inclusion Week went?
I thought it was really awesome. I loved how each day had a different theme going on.
Yeah.
So the first day, I believe I saw it was This Is Me campaign, and I saw people walking around with t-shirts and stuff like that, and some girl in my class actually had it, but I didn't know really what it was until I saw it later.
Yeah.
And I thought it was really awesome, and it was just they were cute, and people could also make videos as well.
We
these
got
are
these for them. Yeah, I got some for you guys.
Cool. So we filled out some of the shirts, and so I'll share mine. This is me. I'm a passionate journalist. I mean, I am on the show, and I do love what I do.
Exactly, and I'm a Bobcat, because I am.
Gotta represent Quinnipiac.
Of exactly, yeah. And I loved how on Tuesday there was something else going on. It's called Tunnel of Oppression, and it's also known as the challenge by choice. And there was I think skits going on, as well as they could write notes, and it was just about just raising awareness to negative comments that can be made towards people, which I thought was just another great theme that they incorporated to this whole entire week.
Definitely.
Yeah, no, definitely. I just wish that Inclusion Week was more advertise. I feel like I knew more about it. If they put up posters around school, if they stood outside with the shirts on, I would totally get one.
Yes.
And I would definitely, if they had free food even, I mean, who doesn't love free food? I would
Very
do
true.
anything for that. So I just wish that maybe next time they do it, if they do it later in the year or if they do upcoming events, they should just get the word out more. You know,
Yes.
advertise, make posters, be interesting.
Yeah, definitely.
I totally agree. Like I said before, I saw some girl wearing a t-shirt in class, but I had no idea what she was wearing. I thought she just bought it in the bookstore. But I mean, now I know it's from this, and I would totally go to other events because I think it's such a great thing that they did this week.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely. Yes.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to their future events for sure, especially because it's a great cause.
It is. Well, yes, definitely. Thank you.
No, of course.
This winter, Quinnipiac students can cheer on the men's ice hockey team somewhere other than TD Bank Sports Center. On January 9th, Quinnipiac will play against Harvard University at Madison Square Garden in New York City. Tickets went on sale last Friday, October 2nd at 10 a.m. If you were one of the students lucky enough to get a ticket, they cost only $10. However, only a certain amount of tickets were available at the student section. Tickets outside the section ranged from $15 to $125. What are your thoughts on the location and ticket prices?
Well, I mean, Madison Square Garden, that's awesome. No one really gets the opportunity to play in such a big arena, especially because I love the Rangers. I am from New Jersey. So then again, like, the commute is way easy, especially if you live in New York, like New Jersey, as I said, so I'll definitely be there. But I mean, tickets, they go fast, and there's not always a good amount of them. They should provide more, I think. But they do with what they can. $15 for a ticket yourself, not terrible.
No.
But are the seats really that good?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Well, I'm kind of farther away, so I don't know. I don't know if I would spend the money, like, especially if I didn't get a student ticket and it was like, what, $15 to $125?
Yeah.
Plus, if I went from my home, I would have to pay for transportation and hotels. So personally, I don't know if it would be worth it, but unless you're a really diehard fan, I would say 100% go.
Exactly. If you're really into hockey, especially at Quinnipiac, I think it's definitely worth it to do that. So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go for sure.
Yeah, awesome. On October 1st, Residential Life at York Hill campus held an event called BJ's and PJ's. Students were asked to dress in their pajamas or in comfy clothes to relax with some Ben & Jerry's ice cream on the Rocky Top Student Center. This event was supposed to take place between 7 and 9 p.m., but the ice cream was gone within the first hour. There was clearly quite a bit of buzz about this event, thanks to its catchy name. What are your thoughts on the name of this event? Did either one of you go and get ice cream?
I mean, I heard about it. It sounded awesome. I thought it was a great event. I mean, who doesn't love dressing up in their PJs and hanging out and eating ice cream all night?
Yep.
That's like every girl's dream. But, you know, I told my mom about the event, and I didn't even think about it. I just kind of said it, and she kind of was taken back by it a little bit, so I understand that the name is a little bit dirty, I would say.
But it also caught your attention as well.
Well, yeah.
Because you're just like, what is the school sending me? Because it came through Res Life in my email, and I just saw the title, and I'm like, okay, like what?
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't go because I had a class, but I really wish I did because I love ice cream. My favorite is cookie dough. I don't know if they had it, but if they
Especially
did.
Ben & Jerry's, everyone loves that. And you know, with events like this, everyone's just gonna go for the goods and then they're gonna leave. So maybe there's another way that you can try to get people's attention and have them stay longer.
Yeah.
But it was definitely a great event.
I mean, it's free food. Like,
how could you pass it up?
Exactly, I know, right?
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, no, but that's pretty awesome.
All right, well, thank you guys.
No, thank you for being on.
Yes.
Stay tuned. When we come back, Chizomo was going to updates with the most current event news.
We are your source for entertainment news.
Halloween's coming up, and if you're thinking of going as Princess Leia this year, make sure you have 2 years of college tuition saved up. The original bikini costume just sold for $96,000 at an auction. That's a few cars. The suit was originally worn by Carrie Fisher in 1983. It has been the inspiration for a number of celebrity skits and costumes since then. Speaking of historical figures, what's carbonated, dark brown, and usually stored in a blue can? If you guessed Pepsi, you're right. Let's take it back to the future when Michael J. Fox bought that legendary Pepsi bottle. Ever since that day, the bottle has been a fantasy for many Pepsi fans. A fantasy that's now becoming a reality. Introducing the $20 exclusive limited edition Pepsi Perfect bottle. The bottle has regular Pepsi inside, in case you were wondering. Only 6,500 of these bottles will be sold. Pepsi announced the bottle will go on sale on October 21st. Grab them while you can, sweet carbonated caffeine lovers. In other news, losing your student ID is a ritual for some students, and usually another student contacts you to give it back. But one Fordham student got a huge surprise when she lost her ID. Tom Hanks took to Twitter to contact Lauren and tell her he found her ID. He tweeted, "Lauren, I found your ID in the park. If you still need it, my office will get back to you, Hanks." And he attached a picture of the ID. Lauren has gotten a lot of attention, but still hasn't gotten her ID back. Steph and Krislen, what would you do if a celebrity found your cue card?
Oh my God, I can't even imagine a celebrity like Tom Hanks picking up my cue card and putting it out there for the public. I think that's like a secret dream of mine.
I would die, because losing my cue card is a ritual. I lose it probably 3 times a day, and if Scott Eastwood tweeted at me, I'd die on the spot. Die. You know, who do you want to tweet?
Honestly, like my dream celebrity to send back my thing would probably be Ben Affleck. I don't know why. Something about him. Love him. But Tom Hanks is cool too. I mean, I see every one of his movies and I've never been disappointed. So that's pretty awesome. I mean, especially if you got a handwritten letter. How exciting.
Yeah. Granted that, like, I don't think I would want my student ID photo, like, all over Twitter, because I feel like they would have so many followers. But, I mean, I think that'd be really cool, and I think that losing my cue card, maybe it will happen one day. Maybe if I lose it enough, like, someone around, like, Taylor Swift was in Connecticut last year. She could find it. She could tweet at me.
No,
I mean,
see, like, the difference is, like, I would love my cue card to be all over Twitter. I mean, who doesn't want their name out there? How exciting is that? Especially when celebrities are talking about it. I just think that would be, like, a really big deal for me. I don't know about you, but I'm kind of that girl. So, I mean, that would be amazing, especially Tom Hanks.
Wonder if she was able to meet him. Like, that'd be awesome to, like, meet the, like, if not, like, oh, my agents will get to you. Like,
And it's by
like,
chance, you know? It's like fate let that happen.
Yeah, exactly. No. Maybe I'm just gonna lose my cue card more. Like, when my roommates yell at me for losing my cue card, I'd be like, oh no, I'm just waiting for a celebrity to pick it up. Like, maybe that'll be my excuse.
Leave it there, leave their mark all over town.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I definitely know what you mean. But I've lost my cue card probably 6 times since freshman year, so I'm kind of on a roll. But this year I've actually, knock on wood, I've been good with my cue card. I haven't lost it once. I know that's a big problem with QU students, especially when you have to pay $30 for a new one.
Expensive.
I don't know if the rate's gone up or not, but cue cards are pretty hard to come by, for sure. But I always try to, like, get out of it saying that I either broke my cue card or dropped it in the sewer and it was not my fault, or some dramatic story, and I kind of got away with it a couple times. But yeah, no, it's pretty awesome. Thank you so much, Giselle.
No problem. Thank you. And thanks for joining us tonight on #that.
Make sure you follow us on Instagram and Twitter. We'll be back next week with the latest Quinnipiac and national entertainment news.